On tonight's episode of the podcast, we are talking about the new movies. First up, The Smashing Machine. The Rock is here. He's trying to get his Oscar. Did it work? We're going to talk about it. Over on the streaming side, Mark Wahlberg is back with a new film called Play Dirty. Did this one work out? We'll talk about it. On the TV side, got a new comedy to talk about. Glenn Powell is doing a TV comedy over on Hulu called Chad Powers. Is it worth the LOLs? We will chat about it. And if you want something a little more hardcore, Netflix has dropped the new season of Monster, the Ed Gein Story. Holy shit. We're going to talk about that one. That and the news of the week and a whole bunch more. So strap on in. It is time for a new Am I on the Air? Well, all right. What is going down, everybody? Welcome back to another brand new edition of Am I on the Air? My name is DONMEGA, and I'm your host. I'm so happy that you're here to join me tonight to get caught up with all the latest and the greatest when it comes to entertainment news over in television, movies, and non-spoiler reviews. You come right here on a week-by-week basis to get caught up with it all. It's season 30, episode 23, and tonight's show is simply titled Smashing. We got a couple movies to talk about. We got a couple TV shows to talk about. And of course, we have the news of the week. We're going to be breaking down everything between October the 1st through today, October the 7th. So I hope you are ready. Let's jump on in. Over on the movie side, we went to the movie theater and we checked out Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's new movie, The Smashing Machine. This one here where he is doing the true story of the legendary mixed martial arts star, UFC fighter Mark Kerr. I know a lot of people were coming out of this movie saying, who the hell is Mark Kerr? The funny thing is I've kind of fallen out of UFC and mixed martial arts. But way back in the late 90s, the early 2000s, I was really into the UFC and Pride and different promotions like that. And I remember Mark Kerr and being, very floored by him and just his style and his attitude and his fighting skill. I forgot, honestly, about the guy until this movie came up. And we heard all the news about how this was an A24 movie. It was directed by Benny Safdie. This was a very kind of, I hate to say it, but an artsy-fartsy kind of movie, right? That's telling a gritty, true story about this UFC legend. And that The Rock signed on for it, that, he was going down this different kind of path, right? Everybody knows The Rock is the big, buoyant, fantastic action star. But in this role, he was very toned down. He was very methodical. Lots of makeup to get him to sink into this role. One of the biggest things with The Rock is that people say he's The Rock in every movie. I don't quite agree with that. I think The Rock has a ton of range. But, sometimes we just don't get to see a lot of it because it is a lot of the same kind of characters and concepts, right? So he did get to vanish into this role, and I thought he did an amazing job here. I think he really should get an Academy Award nomination from this film, even if he doesn't win, which, I'm not sure if he would win. I'm sure Leonardo DiCaprio is going to get nominated and some other big stars. But just for him to get nominated, I think would be a massive deal for him. Because from now on, you'll see, starring Academy Award nominee Dwayne Johnson. And that would be really cool for him to have on the resume, right? I thought he was phenomenal. Emily Blunt is in this film. She is phenomenal as well. These two lead this movie. Without them, you have nothing. Of course, Dwayne plays Mark Kerr. Emily Blunt plays Dawn Staples, who's his girlfriend. And their relationship is very hot and cold. It's very volatile at times. And this is where The Rock gets to really play into the emotion, right? The highs, the lows, everything in between. It is a very emotional movie. It is a roller coaster. It's not going to be for everyone. It is a slow burn. It really tells a very specific story about Mark Kerr's time frame right around 1997 to like 2000. So it's not like this guy's whole life story. It's pinpointing one period of time, and we go from there. I love the directing style on this. I love the visual style of this because it looks dated. It looks like they are showing you documentary footage, and I really dug that. So, again, is this movie for everyone? No. I'm going to break this down. It might be a little bit difficult to really kind of get where I'm coming from, so I'm going to try to explain it the best I can. And when it comes to a star rating for this movie, I landed on 4 stars, 4 out of 5 stars. It is a really, really, really good movie. But I had a conversation after the movie with a buddy of mine and Geeky Pat, and we were chatting about this, and we all kind of agreed. We all felt like it was a very strong movie. It was a 4-star movie. But there was something about it that doesn't have you coming out saying, wow, that was amazing. People should run to go see it. And that's really odd even for me to say, because usually on a 4-star movie, you're raving about it. That was awesome. You should all go see it. This is not the type of movie I would say you have to run to the theater to see. This movie fits the streaming model. It fits watching at home. And I think this film will really find its footing at home because none of y'all went to go out and see it. I mean, it was only number 3 at the box office. It only made $6 million. We'll talk about box office in a little bit, but that's sad. That's really sad for this movie. But I do think it will find its audience, right? But it's not the type of movie that I would want to turn around and go back in and watch again. I'm kind of a one and done with this film. Maybe I would watch it again years from now. I will buy it when it goes on sale. It'll go into my rock folder on my Vudu. It's got its place. It's a solid movie. It's got amazing acting. And I really enjoyed it. But again, the replay value, probably not so hot. It's just one of those films that is good, and I think I'm good just at that watch point. And that's that. So it sounds like I'm kind of knocking it a little bit, and I don't mean to, because like I said, I gave it 4 stars. I just trying to set the expectation for you guys. This is not a movie, like I said, that I would say run to the theater. I think watch it at home, and you'll enjoy it. Great acting. It's an emotional story. It's an inspirational story. And I really, really liked it. But at the same time, it's a head scratcher that I'm just going to leave it there. So, yeah. So I hope you guys do check it out when you get a chance. It is worth the watch for sure. And again, I give the Smashing Machine 4 out of 5 stars. My next film is going on over to the streaming side. It is a new film called Play Dirty. This is a Prime Video exclusive, and it's directed by Shane Black. It's even written by Shane Black, and a lot of people love Shane Black because, of course, he did Kiss Kiss Bang Bang that everybody loves. He did The Nice Guys, which everybody loves. Of course, Iron Man 3, which not too many people love. And then he did the Predator movie that nobody really liked that. So he's got a hit and miss record, but when Shane is dialed in, he's dialed in. And this one here was putting together a pretty good team where Mark Wahlberg plays a thief called Parker. An expert thief, Parker, gets shot at a major heist. Sorry, let me restart that again, because he does get shot, but that's not what I was trying to say. Parker gets a shot at a major heist, but has to pull it off with he and his team. They must outsmart a South American dictator, the New York mob, and the world's richest man. This one here has Mark Wahlberg, Lakeith Stanfield, Rosa Salazar, Keegan-Michael Key, Chukwudi Iwuji, Tony Shalhoub, Thomas Jane, Nat Wolff. This has a great cast. It is an action thriller, crime thriller. Mark Wahlberg and his team, they're up for a heist. They get double crossed, and then they get suckered into this other side mission that they have to pull off. Have we seen this movie before? Yes. Have we seen better versions of this movie before? Yes. But was this a fun little watch on home video, watching it on streaming? I'd say yes. I had a good time watching this one. I thought it was fun. I thought it had a decent amount of action. I'm always a sucker for a good action movie with Mark Wahlberg. I don't know. I gravitate to it. And this had a really strong cast. It's got a lot of humor because of Shane Black's writing. It's got some good action. And it did its thing, man, for being a streaming movie again. I popped it on. I chilled for a couple hours, and I had a decent time. So I would say definitely check this one out on Prime Video. I would give Play Dirty 3 out of 5 stars. All right, going on over to the TV side. First new show I checked out, and I watched the pilot the same night that I did last week's episode. I didn't get to really chat about it, but Chad Powers. This is a show that we've been talking about since the news broke that, what's his face? Glenn Powell was going to do a show like this. And the concept sounded weird, but then now watching it, it's pretty damn funny. So the premise of Chad Powers is he plays a character called Russ Holiday. And he also obviously plays Chad Powers. But Russ Holiday, this takes place 8 years after an unforgivable mistake that nukes his promising college football career. Hotshot quarterback Russ Holiday tries to resurrect his dreams by disguising himself as Chad Powers, the talented oddball who walks on to the struggling South Georgia Catfish. So, long story short, the show starts off with him being himself as Russ Holiday. He's an amazing football player. Everybody loves him. He's the shit, right? But then he makes a major mistake in one of the games, and he gets let go from his team. And then he's trying to find his way back. But he's a bad boy, right? He's a guy that makes a lot of dumb decisions, and the public perception of him is not good. And he just has a falling out with like all the teams. Nobody wants him. He can't get signed. And he has a lot of issues, but he loves football. So his dad in the show is a makeup artist, a Hollywood makeup artist. And he gets the idea of using some of that stuff and becoming a different person. And he becomes Chad Powers. Puts on the makeup, got the long hair, the big nose, changes his face up a bit, and tries out for a football team at a college, gets onto the team, and is trying to somewhat redeem himself as this other character. It's a funny-ass show. 2 identities, 1 icon, 0 shame. I really like it. The first 3 episodes have dropped. I think it's hilarious. Glenn Powell is great. He's great as this character. He's a fucking idiot as Chad Powers, and everybody thinks that he's very slow. And I don't know if he meant to play it that way, but it's so funny to see it come out that way. I really dig it, man. If you like comedies, you like sports comedies, this is one you should definitely check out. Steve Zahn is in here as well. I really, really like it. So this is weekly now on Hulu. They're half-hour episodes. Big thumbs up for me. And on a complete opposite side, Netflix dropped Monster, the Ed Gein Story. Of course, Monster is the anthology series that Netflix does, where we had the Jeffrey Dahmer story, we had the Menendez brothers, and now we have Ed Gein. The shocking true life tale of Ed Gein, the infamous murderer and grave robber who inspired many of Hollywood's most iconic on-screen killers. Charlie Hunnam is in this as Ed Gein. He sinks into this character. You forget it's Charlie Hunnam. He did an amazing job with it. This show is crazy. It's over the top. And I'm only a couple episodes in. This is not a show that I can really sit and binge through. It's too much at times. I do like it, but this is going to be a slow burn for me. Like, it's going to be like, I'll watch an episode, give me a couple days. Then I'll watch an episode, give me a couple days. So I've only watched the first couple. He's really, really good in it, though. This show is crazy. It's nuts to see how this character is inspired, like Psycho and the Texas Chainsaw Massacre and Silence of the Lambs. All these things I had no clue stemmed from this guy. Insane. So if you really want to watch something on the deep and dark side of things, check out Monster, the Ed Gein Story. So, and lastly, real quick, I just want to shout out that one of the funniest shows on television, Abbott Elementary, is back as well for season 5. Not going to really review it because it's season 5, but It is one of the funniest shows on television. If you love to laugh and you haven't seen Abbott Elementary, I don't know what you're waiting for. I'm so happy the show is back. It was a great season premiere, and I'm here for it. So there you go. All right, real quick recap. In theaters, The Smashing Machine, 4 out of 5 stars. Over on Amazon Prime Video, Play Dirty with Mark Wahlberg, 3 out of 5 stars. On the TV side, Chad Powers over on Hulu, and Monster, the Ed Gein Story, that you can check out on Netflix. And if you want to catch up on some Abbott Elementary, it's on Hulu as well. All right, let's get on over to the box office. Coming in at number 10, it is The Long Walk. Number 9 is Good Boy, and a premiere there. That's the horror movie with the dog, being told from the dog's perspective. Definitely want to check this one out. With Good Boy with 2.3 million. Number 8 is The Strangers Chapter 2. Number 7 is the re-release of Avatar: The Way of Water with 3.2 million. I really wanted to go see this over the weekend, but I could not find anyone to go with me and check this one out. I was very sad because I really wanted to check out the re-release because I want to get ready for part 3, and I love The Way of Water. Number 6 is Demon Slayer, the movie Infinity Castle. Number 5, The Conjuring Last Rites. Number 4, Gabby's Dollhouse, the movie. Number 3, The Smashing Machine. We talked about this a little bit earlier. $6 million in its debut. Underperforming big time. When the movie was coming out, the estimate was around 18 million. And then as the weekend got close, they said, okay, we're not thinking 18 anymore. We're thinking like 12 to like 15. And then Friday hit and the Thursday previews hit. And then they said, we'll probably do like 12. Then as the weekend went on, they were like, man, we'll be lucky to hit 10. And this thing only brought in 6. It is the lowest premiere ever for The Rock in his theatrical time, which is really sad to see because he gave so much of his heart and soul to this character. To have it be on his record as his lowest opening ever. I know he's very, very proud of this movie, so I hope he's not taking box office into too much consideration. But yes, The Smashing Machine at number 3 with 6 million. Number 2 is One Battle After Another with 11 million. And the number 1, and it's not even a movie, but it's number 1, something that was in theaters for just 3 days and made $34 million. Most movies would love to hit this, especially in just 3 days in and out of the theater. It is Taylor Swift. She is back. Taylor Swift, the official release party of a showgirl. That's right. Taylor Swift released a new album last Friday, The Life of a Showgirl. And then for the weekend only, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, they put out a release party. Not really movie, but an hour and a half kind of behind the scenes of like the making of a music video and then some lyric videos to the other songs for the Swifties, the diehard Swifties, to get out there and listen to the new music. I will say my daughter went and saw it. My wife took my daughter to go see it. My daughter is a diehard Swiftie, and this little showing here got rave reviews from the family. They loved it. They had a great time watching it, and they're all glad they went. So it sounds like a lot of people were glad they went too, because it made $34 million in 3 days. So congratulations, man. Taylor, there's no stopping this woman. You know, when her Eras tour came out, that thing dominated the charts. And now, you know, she puts out a music release party, and that beats out The Rock's new movie and everything else going on. It is crazy. All right, that's the box office. Let's get on over to the news of the week and get caught up with everything here. Remember, if you want to watch any of the trailers or check out any of the news, it is over on our X page, x.com/amiontheair. All right, Nicolas Cage has dropped the new trailer for The Carpenter's Son. This is coming to theaters November 14th. We also have a trailer for Psycho Killer. This is from the producers of Barbarian and Weapons. This new horror movie, Psycho Killer, hits theaters on February 20th, 2026. I think this looks great. This is just a little teaser, but it has the right producers. It has the right writers. It's the writer of 7 and 8 millimeters, so you know it's going to be dark as hell, and I am sold, man. I love 7. I love 8 millimeter, and this looks right up that alley. So Psycho Killer hits theaters February 20th of 2026, and I am there for it. Daisy Ridley also stars in a new trailer for We Bury the Dead. It's a new zombie movie. This is going to hit theaters on January 2nd. We also have the final trailer for Black Phone 2. This is going to hit theaters on October 17th, so we're getting closer there. We have the trailer for the 5-part documentary series, Mr. Scorsese. That's right, this premieres October 17th over on Apple TV+. Scream 7 will officially arrive in theaters on February 27th, 2026. So we're just a couple months away from checking out the new Scream movie. Hopefully we'll get a trailer here pretty soon. Speaking of trailers, we have the brand new one for Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein. This one here starring Oscar Isaac, Jacob Elordi, Mia Goth, and Christoph Waltz. This looks pretty interesting. I don't know if I'd go run to a theater to see it, but on Netflix, I would definitely check it out. Freakier Friday is now officially on digital and VOD. It just dropped today, so if you missed this one in the theater, you can now check it on premium VOD. Dave Bautista and Jack Champion star in a new action movie called Trap House, and we have the first trailer for that. Has Been Hotel Season 2 trailer has dropped for the Prime Video show. Benedict Cumberbatch has a new movie called The Thing with Feathers, and we have the first trailer for that. Alexander Skarsgård and Harry Melling have a new A24 movie called Pillion, and that has the first trailer that just dropped. Caught Stealing is now available on premium VOD as well. We have the new Season 2 full trailer for Landman. This, of course, is the show with Billy Bob Thornton that is done by Taylor Sheridan. I really loved Season 1 of Landman, so I am ready for it. Season 2 drops next month, and I am there for it. Paramount Plus with Showtime is putting the end to one of its shows. The Chi will end with its upcoming 8th season. The team behind Riverdale and Chilling Adventures of Sabrina is going to be bringing Archie Andrews back to TV, but this time he's a zombie slayer. That's right. So it looks like this might be going to Netflix or another streamer. It doesn't look like it's going to bring back any of the characters from Riverdale or Sabrina the Teenage Witch. So it's going to be new casting, but yes, an Archie that is a zombie slayer. So there you go. CBS is going to be celebrating 30 years of Everybody Loves Raymond with a reunion. So that'd be pretty cool there, bringing back the whole cast there to chat up about that. It is finally official that Lioness has been renewed for Season 3 over on Paramount Plus. I love Lioness. First 2 seasons are excellent. And we're coming back with Season 3. I am there for it. We got a brand new trailer for, or not trailer, but poster for Tron Ares, which looks really cool. I'm looking forward to it, trying to get my IMAX 3D tickets purchased tonight so we can go check that out on the preview night. Hearing really good things from a visual standpoint, that the story might be a little weak, but it is visually enthralling. The soundtrack is great, and the action is great. So, hey, man, that sounds good to me. That sounds like a winning combination. I'm there for it. Quentin Tarantino's Kill Bill Volume 1 and Volume 2 will be released finally as one complete movie. It is called The Whole Bloody Affair, and it's going to hit theaters in limited release December 5th. That'd be pretty cool to check out. We have the official trailer for Maxton Hall Season 2. This is going to be premiering November 7th on Prime Video. A Peaky Blinders sequel series is officially in the works at Netflix and the BBC. Stephen Knight will be back, and it will follow the events of the upcoming feature film and will tell the story of a new generation of Shelbys. It looks like this one will be set in 1953. Alexander, let's see. We talked about that. Kevin James and Alan Ritchson. I love that pairing, man. I love both these guys. They're going to team up for a new action movie called Playdate, and this is going to be hitting theaters on November 12th. I'm there for that one. Aaron Eckhart and K9 Kickass in new action movie Muzzle, City of Wolves. And yes, this is a sequel. I cannot believe that Aaron Eckhart and his little independent, low-budget movie with his canine dog somehow justified a sequel. Yes, that movie was called Muzzle, and now we got Muzzle, City of Wolves. So I was shocked when I saw this news drop, but hey, good on them. New Netflix Western TV show The Abandons is coming to Netflix on December 4th. James Gunn teases he's working on a new DCU TV show, so he's very excited about that, but we don't got any real information on it, just that he's excited. We have the new trailer for 911, which comes back this week, and of course, yes, they're going to space, so check out the trailer. I love 911, man. As stupid as it gets, and as out there as it gets, it is just a fun show. We have the first season 2 teaser trailer for Georgie and Mandy's First Marriage season 2. That is a Big Bang Theory spinoff, so check that out. Netflix has canceled The Ultimatum Queer Love after 2 seasons. We have the new trailer for Power Force. That's right, this is the Tommy-centric one, and it is the final season, so check out the trailer for that. Former One Direction stars Louis Tomlinson and Zayn Malik have reunited for a U.S. road trip documentary series for Netflix. They are expected to discuss the tragic death of fellow band member Liam Payne, along with their own lives and careers. We have an article up about Platonic and how season 2 ended and how it sets up for a season 3, even though it's not officially renewed yet, but where the plans go if they continue, which, again, if you haven't seen Platonic, you really should because it's hilarious. There's a new survival thriller coming starring Zachary Levi and Josh Duhamel. It's going to hit theaters later this year. Nikki Glaser is going to be bringing her comedy to Hulu for her next stand-up special. Fast and Furious director Justin Lin, he's got a new movie called Last Days, and we have the first teaser trailer for that. Bad Bunny was the host of the SNL premiere the other night, and that was pretty hilarious, so you could check that out on Peacock if you missed that, but he's really funny, man, and he did a great job on the season 51 premiere. Let's see here. We have the final trailer for Shelby Oaks. This is going to be hitting theaters on October 24th. We got a little video up with James Cameron discussing building the technology to perfectly capture the performances in Avatar, which is pretty cool to watch. We have the official trailer for Has Been Hotel Season 2. This is going to be hitting streaming on October 29th on Prime Video. We have the trailer for Hal and Harper. This is an 8-episode series that will premiere October 19th on Mubi. That's right, Mubi, starring Cooper, Rafe, Lily Reinhart, and Mark Ruffalo. Adam Driver and Anne Hathaway are set to star in a new war movie called Alone at Dawn. The Bosch spinoff starring Maggie Q has been renewed for season 2. The Great North has been canceled at Fox after 5 seasons. Let's see here. The next installment of Ryan Murphy's Monster franchise, we just talked about the Ed Gein Story, is going to focus on Lizzie Borden. So there you go there on that. The new Final Destination movie has found its director in Michael Blanchard. I don't know this guy. I don't know his resume, but if they think he's the one to take it over, then might as well do it. Let's go. Why not? Let's see here. Let me go back some of this box office stuff. We got an article up with the 26 best movies new to streaming this October. Things like Jurassic World Rebirth, How to Train Your Dragon, The Naked Gun, and a whole bunch more. So check that out see if anything that you're looking for is coming soon. We have the first poster for Bradley Cooper's Is This Thing On? We also have the new poster for Predator Badlands. And of course, with that new poster came the new trailer. That's right, the final trailer for Predator Badlands dropped, and it was awesome. I love this new trailer. This hits theaters November 7th. I did find out today it's rated PG-13, which bums me out because all the Predator movies are rated R. But supposedly they said, we get away with a lot in it because there's no humans in the film. So all the killing is aliens and robots and other things. So, if you're not showing human red blood, that's what makes things rated R. So he said, we can really push the envelope on a PG-13 since we're doing that. So hopefully it comes to fruition and they do a good job because I am a little worried about the PG-13. But this trailer was so good. This movie looks awesome. I am ready for Predator Badlands. We have the new trailer for Emma Stone and Jesse Plemons' movie Begonia. This hits theaters October 24th. We have the first poster for the new Game of Thrones series, A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms. This premieres in January on HBO. We have the new trailer for Die My Love, starring Robert Pattinson and Jennifer Lawrence. Fast and Furious future is uncertain as Universal Pictures supposedly balks at the Fast 11 budget. So, yeah, supposedly, and take this well with a grain of salt, that Universal Pictures does not like the proposed budget for Fast 11, which is supposed to be the final film in the franchise. They want to bring the film down about $50 million. They're butting heads. Nobody has contracts for the next movie. They don't even have a finalized script. I don't know what happened here, man, because Fast X ended on a cliffhanger. How did they not have the second half of that movie written? It's been years. That movie came out in 2023 with a cliffhanger. It's 2025. We're about to be in 2026, and we haven't even filmed anything yet. So, yeah, very scary here. I don't think Universal should really balk at the budget too much. If this is the final film, this movie has made Universal Pictures billions of dollars. So at that point, you just say, hey, we're going to let you go out the way you want to go out, right? They've made them enough money. They've earned it. So I find it very confusing and stupid that they're going to stress out over, money on this thing, because it'll make some money. All right. Him is now available on VOD today. Very excited about that because I really like this movie and I will definitely buy it. Nicole Kidman and Elle Fanning are going to face off in a new legal thriller called Discretion, and it has been given a straight-to-series order over on Paramount+. The Neighborhood spinoff Crutch, starring Tracy Morgan as Calvin Butler's cousin, will premiere officially on Monday, November 3rd on Paramount+. Dwayne Johnson remains proud that he took a swing with The Smashing Machine. The film, which carries award season aspirations, collected $6 million in its opening frame, marking the lowest box office debut in Johnson's career. Dwayne said, "In our storytelling world, you can't control box office results, but what I realized you can control is your performance and your commitment to completely disappear and go elsewhere, and I will always run to that opportunity." So he's backing it up, man. Like I said, that was a dream project, and he was there for it. We have the new trailer for Colin Farrell's movie, Ballad of a Small Player. Check that out. We have the new official trailer for The Witcher Season 4 with Liam Hemsworth taking over as Geralt from Superman. So this will hit streaming on October 30th over on Netflix. And yes, I'm talking about Henry Cavill. So Clue, they're going to be doing a competition series in the works over on Netflix. That's right. An unscripted competition series of the mystery board game Clue is in the works on Netflix. Viewers will encounter familiar suspects like Colonel Mustard, Miss Scarlet, and Professor Plum as contestants face physical and mental challenges to collect the clues and outwit their opponents. So there you go. The Michael Jackson movie that was supposed to come out this year and got bumped to next year. The reshoot significantly changed the ending of the movie. A sequel is not guaranteed right now. So it's very interesting, man. They had filmed this whole movie. They were going to break it up into 2 parts. It was going to tell pretty much his whole life story. Now they had to scrap the ending that they had because there was something about the allegations and they were going to get sued. So they had to change it. And now the movie, I guess, ends at the late 80s with him going solo. And a bunch of the footage they shot might just be lost because the budget is so big on this thing and they want to make sure it makes money first before they greenlight the sequel. So it's going to be interesting to see how this final product comes out for the Michael movie, but I'm still really excited for it for sure. Heat 2 is officially on. That's right. Michael Mann's crime drama moves from Warner Brothers to United Artists. It's going to be on Amazon MGM Pictures. Jerry Bruckheimer is going to produce. And yes, it looks like we are moving forward on that one. It's been rumor mill for a long time. A new game show based on the popular New York Times puzzle Wordle is officially in development at NBC, with Today anchor Savannah Guthrie set to host. Walt Disney is adapting Catherine Rundle's Impossible Creatures book series. Going to turn those into some movies. And on that note, that is it. That is it. That is. We are caught up. That is the news of the week, and we did it right around that half-hour mark. So thank you. I just wanted to double-check. I thought I had missed something there for a second, but that is it. We are done. This weekend, Tron Ares. I know some people are kind of like, oh, Jared Leto. Don't not watch this movie because of Jared Leto. From what I hear, Jared Leto is fantastic in this movie. The guy sinks into the role. He's playing a robot, and he plays it really well. But there's a lot more going for this movie. It should use the support. I do think it's going to probably underperform because I don't feel like anybody's very excited for it. And I don't know why, because I think it looks amazing with a brand new soundtrack by Nine Inch Nails. So we will talk about it on next week's show. Definitely be checking this one out on the biggest screen possible with some IMAX 3D. So, because I hear the 3D is pretty outstanding and almost on Avatar level, which is crazy to say. If it's even half that, I'll be very pleased. So let me get you on out of here. AmIOnTheAir.com is the official webpage. Make sure you bookmark it. It's got our links to everything you need. Make sure you subscribe to the podcast on Apple Podcasts or Spotify. Please subscribe. Please leave a review. It only takes a second. Thumbs up, 5 stars. Please. It would really, really help me out. On top of that, make sure you like us on Facebook at facebook.com/AmIOnTheAir. Give us a follow on our X page at AmIOnTheAir. You can follow me directly at DXDonMega. You can, it's the same handles on Threads and Blue Sky, so follow us wherever you see fit. We're on all the socials, so make sure you follow us on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. We're on all of it. Make sure you just follow simply at Am I on the Air. Thank you to our great affiliates at Red Dragons Radio and the Pop Culture Pros. You can follow them at Red Dragons Radio, all one word, and at PopCulture_Pros. Thank you guys for always streaming our show on demand. That'll do it for me on this Tuesday, October the 7th. I hope you all have an amazing week. Going up to Phoenix tomorrow to check out the 3 Days Grace Breaking Benjamin concert. I'm so excited for that. And then we'll be back on Thursday to check out Tron. And then we'll be back next week to talk about it all. So take care of yourselves and each other. And until next time, y'all. Peace. Red Dragon!